Douglas Cain, class of 2024, mechanical engineering.
I'm Evan Wertz, class of 2024, mechanical engineering as well.
Max Anderson, class of 2024, data science.
Frankie Polito, class of 2024, civil engineering. Yeah, so IQP is an amazing experience where you get the chance to go abroad or stay in the U.S. Us particularly, we stayed in the U.S., well, a territory, Puerto Rico. And what we did there, we put on sustainability projects for the communities in Puerto Rico to kind of help them with certain problems that they had. So my project specifically focused on networking abandoned schools and helping them kind of connect with each other to share resources and to be more successful as a group.
Yeah, so my project on IQP, my group worked with a climate adaptation group that was called the Cain, Center for the Caribbean Climate Adaptation Network. We worked to set up their initial communication network since they were a brand new organization. And their goal is to kind of give communities and groups in Puerto Rico like the chance and the resources to kind of rebuild, react, and be better prepared for natural disaster, and also give them relief packages in the same kind of package.
So tell us a little bit more about like your experience there, like socially, like you got to go there and like have fun with people around you. Like what was it like?
Yeah, it was definitely like a big change from living in Worcester, Massachusetts. Obviously, first thing, it was 85 and sunny every day when up here was probably 16 and snowing every day. We also went on a lot of like really cool trips. We went to El Yunque National Rainforest where we did cliff jumps and natural water slides, as well as taking a hike down some paths when it started raining too, which was pretty fun.
Yeah, so my project was, I was on a team of 4 with 3 other students. And usually the teams are like 4 to 5 students usually. And we work to develop a resilience center. So it's basically just like a community center in a rural community. And basically our sponsor he was a great guy. He acquired an abandoned school, which he was working to turn into a community center. So when we got there, he was probably about 2 years into the process, but like nothing was really established yet. Like he was still working on getting power and running water. So a lot of what we did was to create strategies to fund and just strategies to what kind of rooms you would have. Like one of them was a self-defense room for children, and then one of them was like an autism learning center. So it was just really cool stuff that just to help the community in general.
So my project was working with a community organization down in one of the workers districts of Puerto Rico, specifically in San Juan. We worked on building a glass recycling center business plan. So we built a business plan from the ground up. We found all the numbers for all the operational costs and fixed costs for the business, and we developed it for the community to have a sustainable glass recycling business that can operate when we were gone and that they could expand upon to clean up the glass waste within the communities. So the IQP experience here is unique. It's unlike any other school. We go away for 7 weeks. It's kind of a graduation requirement for us. So we have to go away. Or, I mean, you can stay in Worcester, but most kids choose to go away. As an athlete, there was a bunch of opportunities for us to train there. I mean, we were really lucky. We had 7 football players down there at the same time. Usually football guys go down C-term. Some will go D-term, but it's more recommended you go down C-term because we do have spring ball and D-term. But we had plenty of opportunities to get better and push each other football-wise.
I think one of the pretty cool experiences about it, too, is you're in a group with like 22 people that all go to the same place, and a lot of times you don't know the people you're with, so it's a great experience just to get to know people you haven't met before that you wouldn't meet unless you were in the same IQP. So I met like a bunch of different majors, so I wouldn't have classes with any of these other people, and just from different backgrounds, different cultures, so it's really cool.
Yeah, so I can talk a little bit more about the training that we did down in Puerto Rico. We found a gym that was really nice and had everything that we needed in it to be able to train and still do our weight program that our teammates back in Worcester were doing at the same time. When it comes to like running and like getting our football work in, our footwork in, we definitely faced some adversity. We were running in a dog park or on the beach most days, but every day we still find a way to get it done, which was pretty awesome.
What I also love about the IQP experience is that you get immersed into a different culture that personally you would have never really known before. Because if I ever went to Puerto Rico, I wouldn't have been working closely like with these community centers or these groups. So it's really interesting to see how their culture is different than ours, and just see like their like real world activities compared to like our situations back in Worcester, Massachusetts. Definitely like my favorite moments on the team is just like either the moments after a big win, like in the locker room with the team celebrating is always like a great time, great feeling. Definitely we have a lot of work to get done, and we don't lose sight of that with the celebrating. But definitely celebrating with my teammates, with my brothers, is definitely a great time, great feeling. Also putting all the work in with each other.
I would say my favorite moment on the team was probably last year when we played Montclair State and beat them 10-0 at home. It was just a really good feeling, and the energy in the locker room was just kind of unmatched after the game. It was a really grinded out game, not a lot of scoring, a lot of defense, and it felt really good that we ended up being the team on the upper hand.
This probably falls more into like the team tradition thing as well, but I think during camp season, we always the whole team will just gather together like an hour, 30 minutes before every meeting, and we'll just share like funny videos, videos of teammates or photos, just stuff that you've been doing over the summer too. And it's always a great time to just get to know your teammates, especially the incoming freshmen. It's a great time for them to know upperclassmen or even sophomores getting to know seniors. So that's always really fun, just getting to know the guys and what they've been doing.
My favorite tradition is heading out with the O-line after a long practice or a long game, grabbing some Buffalo Wild Wings and just chilling with the guys. That's probably the best part of being with a team, such a big team, is that you're friends with everybody. You come in here as a freshman with almost 120 friends, and there's nothing better in the world than having a long practice with your brothers and then going and grabbing some wings. I'd say for YD3, I would say it's a great way to get a quality education as well as playing football and creating friendships that are going to last a lifetime. And when you're out here every day with your brothers, these are guys that you're going to be friends with and keep in touch with for the rest of your life. But on top of that, you're coming here for school, you're getting a very good education, great degree, and you're going to go pretty far in your career with just coming to a college like this and having the experience of connecting with people such as your brothers on the football team.
So if you're a senior looking to play college football, a lot of times people are like D1 or bust, or like you got to get a scholarship, stuff like that. I think a lot of it you have to actually look at, you're not just going to this school for 4 years, you're also taking that education, and it's supposed to last you a lifetime. So you really have to think about not only football, but your academic side of things. And a school like this and just D3 schools in general help you a lot with, they're never going to put football above academics. So you're always going to be ahead in your classes. You're never going to fall behind, and it's just going to help you in the long run. But a lot of times here, the coaches are always on top of you. We got study hall hours, academic sheets. They're always checking in to make sure you're on top of your academics, and that's a great thing about the coaches here at WPI.
Especially at WPI, the support system here is great. Obviously, we don't have D1 resources, D2 resources, but we still get it done every day. Our weightlifting program gets you stronger as a player and a better athlete. Like kind of what Evan was saying, we do have a great support system in place for academics, and all of our guys are always getting it done in the classroom, which is pretty awesome. Kind of just getting it done on the field, off the field, feels good.
Yeah, so an important thing about being a student athlete, obviously, classes and homework and all that stuff comes first, but definitely a close second is athletics, football, and all that. So my advice would be just like work hard in your classes, work hard in the sport that you play, and just love every minute of it because it's 100% worth it.